Hi, in this video I want to share with you my experience with using all the different tackle boxes in the market on my jet ski for jet ski fishing. So as you can see here, I've invested in quite a lot of different options, and I'm going to talk about which ones I think are most suited based on the lure used. As you know, the jet ski is very limited in size, so that means there's limited storage space for your tackle box. So thank you for watching this. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I do have a few guides on the channel already, which is how to use a sea anchor or a drogue for drift fishing, and also a guide to how to use a Cooper anchor or a beach anchor to anchor your ski at the beach when you launch and retrieve. The first and best storage spot on the ski is the one that you can access the most easily. So in my opinion, that's the one that's the glove box right in front of you. And within this, you have the ability to put what I would call two small size tackle boxes, which you can see here. You can put 3 in there, but you also still need to leave some space for your trace, as an example, your sunglasses, any food, maybe a cloth just to dry your hands. So this is what I would consider to be the best spot, and it fits 2 small size tackle boxes. The second spot, and probably the largest spot on the ski to store tackle, would be the front hatch, which is this one here. So within the front hatch, you've got the most storage space, as you can see. But you have to remember, in this spot, even though you can put the largest tackle box in here, a couple of them in fact, you also store other things in here, such as a sea anchor or a Cooper anchor, any clothing that you might want to put in, any food, binoculars, etc. So you have to factor in that you're not going to be using all the space in this front tackle storage. The third spot where you can add your own tackle storage would be a bag attached to the front handle. So this is the Precision Pack. You can also get the Andrew Hill front handlebar tackle storage bag, and that will allow you to hold a few packs of soft bait, or you can fit the small size tackle box within there. I'd say it can only fit 1, and maybe a mini tackle box. This is a very handy to reach location to put tackle, but if you have your fish finder here like I have, then it's going to block the view to that, so that's not the ideal location for my use. So personally for me, I still prefer to have that third tackle storage location on the ski. Sometimes I use this bag, sometimes I take another passenger for fishing and they use the bag. So I have this bag attached to the back here. It's incredibly secure, and it allows them to keep their tackle storage on the back of the ski where they would fish, while I keep mine at the front of the ski. So I think this is a very viable third tackle storage location on the jet ski. The tackle boxes that I'm going to go through can be split into 5 sizes or categories. The first category is the mini size. So this is the size that will pretty much fit into any tackle storage area on the jet ski. So this is the Plano double-sided stowaway tackle box, small. It's around $10 to $13, and as you can see, it's double-sided, so you can open from this side, close it, flip it over, and you've got the same amount of storage on the other side. And this will hold any jig head, micro jig, soft baits up to 4 inch in size, such as these curly tails. And in terms of KABURAs, they will hold up to 100 or 120 grams in KABURA size. What I've got in this one is a 100 gram grumpy fish, which has a bit more of a peculiar shape, and that fits in there no problem. The 100 gram Koga fits there, and even the 120 gram Koga fits into this pocket, and it closes without issue. And you can see it's pretty snug fit. This is a really good solution on the ski. Next size up, and still in the mini category, is the Plano double-sided tackle box medium, and this is between $10 to $15 depending on where you get it on sale. So this will hold everything that the small version holds, with the exception is you get a slightly bigger size, and it will hold that 150 gram Koga without any issues. So that closes no problem, and the grumpy fish just fits in and still closes. Then that's the 140 gram grumpy fish, which is the largest jig head size that I have here. So as you can see, this can hold all the jig heads. Once again, soft baits, no issues. So I could put in a 5-inch soft bait, jig heads, micro jigs, that will all fit in there. And it's still in the mini category, and when I classify it as mini, that means 2 of these will fit into any area on the jet ski without any problem, and it still gives you space to keep, you know, towels, sunglasses, food, leaders within the same storage space, such as the glove box, which I think is the best place to store tackle. Moving on to the next size up is the small category, and small category is slightly bigger than the mini, and this one you can still fit 2 of these within the glove box of the jet ski with still a little bit of space to move. So really, I still consider the small tackle box an ideal size to use on the jet ski, because you can put 2 into the glove box or 1 into the storage bags that you can have on the handlebar or on the back of the ski. So this is the Catch double-sided tackle box small. It costs between $10 to $13 in price, and this will hold jig heads, no problem, soft baits, micro jigs, inchiku, and squid jigs. So what you can see on this one is I've got jig heads on one side and soft baits on the other side. And on this one, you can put your inchiku jigs, you can put 7-inch soft baits with a slight curl in the tail, 5-inch soft baits, no problem, micro jigs, jig heads, they can all fit within this one. The only thing that won't fit in this as part of my main fishing tackles is the KABURAs, and that's because of the shape of the double-sided tackle box. If you're trying to put the KABURAs into here, and this is the 120 gram, the lid's just going to struggle to close. So with this small size double-sided tackle box, I can use it for many different things. I've shown you jig heads, micro jigs, etc. You can also use it to hold a full range of 5-inch soft baits, which you can see here. So 10 different colors, keeping them all separate. And this is a personal preference of mine, is to have the soft baits out of their packaging and in a tackle box. The small double-sided tackle box is perfect for squid jigs. You can fit a lot of them within this tackle box. The newest tackle box on the market is this GLOWBITE tackle box, which is part of the Fishing Innovators group. It's still categorized within the small category, and that means you can fit 2 of these into the glove box of the jet ski. Now the highlight of this tackle box is the storage area here for your KABURAs. So there's foam padding, and these will hold pretty much any size KABURA up to 150 gram, as you can see here. And once it's closed, you can see it's very secure. You can shake it around, and the KABURAs will stay in the same spot. So you've got roughly 5 other compartments, which can be split to create 7 compartments, and this will allow you to hold jig heads, slow jigs, soft baits, KABURA skirts. This can all be stored within this tackle box. So if you're using 2 of these or 1 of these plus the double-sided tackle box, this should cover most of your small jig needs or KABURA needs. One thing to note when storing metal jigs within tackle boxes is if you store multiple jigs within the same slot, then after a while of it being bumping around in the jet ski, like so, you will end up scratching the paint on the jigs. As an example here, you can see these jigs are quite scratched up. Some of them are from fish, but sometimes it's from banging around within the tackle box. So one option to protect your metal jigs against getting scratched is to get a tackle box like so. And this is from JAYCAR. It's the DURATECH instrument case. It's a bit expensive. It's at $32. But the design of this is that you've got this foam that protects the jigs from moving around during travel on the ski. So really I would use this tackle box if I was mainly fishing metal jigs that I wanted to make sure I'm protecting the paint on the jig. So what you can see here is once this is closed, because it's so secure within this box, there's no noise being made, and the jigs will stay in the same position through the bumpy ride of the jet ski. So there's a bit of an honourable mention here. Medium-sized tackle boxes are those that won't fit into the glove box of the jet ski, whether it's one of them or two of them. They're just too big for that. So these will only fit into the front storage compartment of the jet ski. So I'm going to go through 4 such medium-sized tackle box. The first one is the Catch 12-hole KABURA tackle box. Now this is a very good tackle box if you're mainly using KABURAs. So what you can see here is you can fit up to 12 KABURAs within this tackle box. Up to 200 gram size will be no problem. I've got 150 gram and 140 gram within here, and you put all your skirts and your hooks within the holes here. So this tackle box is purely designed for KABURAs. Once it's closed, it's incredibly secure, and it can sustain the bumps that happen at the front of the jet ski storage. This is the Catch waterproof tackle box with 13 compartments, medium size, and it's around $15. This will basically hold anything that you need within it. And the benefit is you've got very strong latches, 3 strong latches on the box. So for me, I use this one mainly for the storage of soft baits and jig heads, but I would not use this one on the jet ski, just because the smaller size tackle boxes are more preferred on the jet ski, but a very good option to use on the boat. This is the Ocean Angler Tackler Packer in small size. It's $20. Once again, this has 3 strong latches. It's available in 3 different colors. And the great thing about this tackle box is you've got many compartments which you can separate out to put in very much whatever jig you want into it. And it's also got this foam insert here on the side, which allows you to store all your hooks in a very safe manner. So for me, this tackle box has been very good for storing KABURA. I mainly use it for storage at home or on the boat, but not on the jet ski. One of the key things to remember about the front storage of the jet ski, while it can hold medium size and large size tackle boxes, is you really don't want to be storing metal jigs in a medium size or large size tackle box at the front of the ski. Because of the speed that you're going on the jet ski and how bumpy it is, if you're storing metal jigs, which I've learnt from experience, there's a high chance that the jigs, while bumping around, will cause damage to your tackle box, which you can see here, 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 and also latches possibly breaking off just due to the extra weight that metal jigs have stored within a tackle box at the front of the jet ski. Here's the storage solution which I found that works best for me for storing medium-sized metal jigs or short metal jigs, such as slow pitch jigs or knife jigs. And this is the Catch 8 compartment short lure bag. So it ties up. So this lure bag rolls up on itself, and it has 8 pockets which stores all the jigs separately. Metal jigs ranging between 60 gram to about 200 grams will store quite well within this wrap. And then to close it, very easy, roll it up. And tie a knot. And this solution I think is really good for storing metal jigs on the jet ski. So this is the small version for the short lures. This is the Catch 8 compartment long lure jig bag. As you can see, once this is opened up, it can hold 8+ long jigs. So these are your mechanical jigs for jigging for kingfish. These can all hold and store safely within this bag. So there's many different brands of these storage bags out there. I've got the Catch version. There's also a Shimano saltwater multi-jig wrap for around $40. For stick bait storage, I use the TAGIT lure roll-up bag. And this bag is really good for storing a range of stick baits. It's got 5 pockets and it keeps each stick bait separate from the other ones. And that stops them from scratching, and also is a lot safer for the angler because the hooks are stored away. With these bags, it's typically plastic on one side and mesh on the other side, which allows you to very easily wash all your lures and hang up to dry. This TAGIT bag is $80, and there's other options available in the market. You've got the Shimano 6-pocket game lure wrap for $40 and the Black Magic 6-pocket lure wrap for $80. These would be my top 6 tackle storage options on the jet ski in no particular order. It's all very dependent on what lures you use and what space you have available. So if you have very limited space on your jet ski because you might be carrying many other items, then the small and medium Plano double-sided tackle box would be your best option because it can fit the biggest range of jigs up to 100 gram KABURA sizing. The Catch double-sided tackle box would be the best if you're mainly into soft baiting, because this has the ability to hold all your jig heads on one side and then a small range of soft baits on the other side. And you could get away with just using this one tackle box if all you're doing is soft baiting. If you like to fish a range of different lures, including soft baits, metal jigs and KABURAs, then the GLOWBITE tackle box would be the best option, because you've got 4 very secure storage areas for your KABURAs at the top. And at the moment, the way to get this tackle box, because it's not in store yet, is from the Fishing Innovator website. Or you can subscribe to Fishing Innovator and you would get this as in the winter box shipment that's just gone out. If you're purely fishing KABURA, then this is really the only box you need. The Catch 12 compartment KABURA box. If you're mainly fishing metal jigs for slow pitch or knife jigs, then a wrap is going to be your best option here to protect the paint on your metal jigs. And if you're mainly stick baiting, then a roll-up bag will be your best option for holding your stick baits. And that's because typically stick baits are quite expensive, around that $80 to $100 mark, so you want to protect the paint on them. And it's also because stick baits typically have 2 sets of treble hooks. Hopefully you're using barbless ones like I have, or single hooks. And because it's a lot of hooks, a roll-up bag is much better compared to a tackle box, because it protects the angler and it protects the lures. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this helps you with your tackle box selection in the future. Whether you're a new jet ski fisherman just starting out and wondering what's the best tackle box or tackle storage to buy for use on the jet ski, or if you've been fishing for a while and you're starting to use different lures and you're thinking about what's the best way to store those lures safely on the ski, hopefully this video has helped you. I'll put some photos up of the different tackle boxes stored on the ski Let me know what you think. If I've missed anything, or if there's any recommendation that you have that I haven't had on this video, please leave it in the comments below and let me know. Thank you for watching. Thanks for your support. Please like and subscribe this video, and if you think it's useful, share it with your friends to help them with their purchasing of tackle boxes for their jet ski fishing.